Don't even think I've heard of it. But now I'm going to have to go look it up. But I can
Yeah,
pretty
so
much promise you it won't be at Kaye. It won't be there. I don't know, but I'm willing to bet you won't find that on our shelf too quickly. Well,
there's children of all ages: ducks, platypuses, cats, dogs, mice, frogs, hawks, eagles, owls, seals. Shout out to the giant jellyfish in the ocean. Shout out to you especially. Welcome to the Big Back Lounge. I am your host, Nick. Like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz. Tell a friend about a food blogger who's got a podcast who barely podcasts enough, because I be tripping sometimes. But comment and subscribe, and follow me under all social media outlets under the name The Price of Wings. Now, in the Big Back Lounge with me. It's a song that goes with this. It's a song. I mean, sing it. Me. Okay. It goes like this. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Am I right? In the Big Back Studio, in the Big Back Lounge with me today, she has her own ice cream in a parlor. And it's pink. And she be everywhere. I see the van over here and over there. And then, you see that pink and that orange, it's her. So welcome to the Big Back Lounge, Miss Kaye of Kaye's, Pints, and Scoops. How are you, ma'am?
hello. I am good. How are you?
I'm all right. I am all right on this lovely day. So, how did Kaye's, Pints, and Scoops start?
Well, Kaye's Pints and Scoops really started from my love for ice cream. I am an ice cream lover. I am the person that goes out of town and finds the closest ice cream shop, and we gotta stop. Like, I love all things ice cream. So one year for Christmas, my sister asked me what did I want for Christmas, and I jokingly said an ice cream maker. So I got an ice cream maker, and I started making ice cream just for fun. And then people started suggesting that I sell it. And I was like, no, I just do it for fun. You know how you think friends and family are kind of being nice. And they're just like, you don't take it real serious. So then the pandemic happened. Once the pandemic happened, I started making ice cream, but I couldn't keep it all in the house because I did not need to eat it all. So I started posting on Facebook like, hey, I'm making ice cream this weekend. I'm making butter pecan, vanilla, strawberry, and salted caramel. Those are the first four I ever made. Butter pecan was the first one I ever made. And I asked people, I was like, hey, let me know if you want it. $6 a pint. Come on, I'll meet you in the Whole Foods parking lot and give you your order. And that's how we got started. And then a few, maybe 10, one weekend grew into hundreds a weekend. I was making 100 pints of ice cream out of my little kitchen on my little Cuisinart, which now that I think about it, I'm not even sure how good it could have been because the Cuisinart versus the batch freezer that I use now, there is a big difference in the ice cream. But that's how I got started. And from there, I decided, let me see if this could be a thing. So I went to ice cream school and I renovated a building, and we have been growing ever since 3 years.
That's good. That's good. That is good to hear. Ice cream school sounds interesting. So what is that? What does that pertain? Like, how did that go?
So ice cream school is where you go and you learn all about flavoring, the different vanillas, the different types of ice cream, because there are different types of ice cream. Despite what people may believe, all ice cream is not created equal. So there is different types of ice cream. You have soft serve, you have gelato, you have premium ice cream, which is what we have. There's one more that people with egg, the ice cream that's made with eggs, it just escaped my mind. But so we had custard, and you have custard, which is made with eggs. So There are different types of ice cream. There are different types of equipment that you use for each ice cream. So you learn all about that. You learn how to make it. You learn what flavor profile you want, what consistency do you want, things like that. So I went and did that and came back with a grand idea.
That's cool. I did not know ice cream school existed. That is something. Let me put that down as things to look at. Ice cream school. Cool. Okay, cool. Out of your flavors, how many flavors do you have now?
Right now we have 27 flavors, but that includes seasonal flavors. So
Oh, okay.
we
Okay.
don't have them all out at the same time.
That is true. You don't. So, what do you feel is the most popular of your ice creams?
The most popular flavor is salted caramel, hands down.
That is true. That is true.
That is
I
the
had
flavor
two of
that
them.
we sell the most of. Then after that, I probably would say vanilla brownie.
Oh, that one too. I like both of
So
those. It's crazy.
yeah, those are the
Crazy.
two
I
most
like.
popular. Then we have a birthday cake, which is right behind that. So those are probably the three most popular flavors we
Okay,
have.
but okay, I like the vanilla brownie and salted caramel my top two. That one
Yeah,
in the mango coconut.
the mango coconut, and that's non-dairy, but that's
No
actually
dairy.
really good too. I found myself lately sneaking a spoon or two of mango coconut every now and then. I was like, huh, this tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
It's non-dairy. It's made with cream, with coconut milk and cream.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Question. So, what influences you to make a new flavor? What influences you?
it just depends on the mood I'm in. It depends on what's going on. It depends on the time of the year. So I am actually working on a flavor for the Tennessee State Fair. So we will be a part of the Pick
Okay.
Tennessee store, and
Wow.
their animal or this year was pork. So we are doing something. Well, not the animal was pork, but pig, and we are doing something around that. So that'll
Okay.
be a limited flavor that is going to be at the Tennessee State Fair, and it will be in the shop only for probably about 2 weeks because we're not gonna make a lot of it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. But congratulations on getting in that. I don't know nothing about
Thanks.
that. That was the first time I've heard of that. Yeah, yeah. It's the first time I heard of that, but that's good. And
It's gonna be good. I promise.
ice cream centered around a pig.
Well, it's not necessarily centered around the pig, but there
Okay.
will be.
Ooh. Okay. Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. Now, let's get into the main course, which is the food and everything else. Now, people been having Mount Rushmores of things. So I want
Mhm.
to ask you, what is your Mount Rushmore of ice cream toppings?
Ooh, let's see. So it's probably already made. So if my ice cream toppings are pecans,
Okay.
brownies,
Okay.
cake,
Okay.
and a little bit of caramel.
Okay. So basically, you can combine all those and make an ice cream.
Mhm. Yeah. Now, this is one that I will throw in there, and probably not a lot of people do. They're probably gonna be like, "What?" But when I say you ever had a good French fry and some ice cream together, it will change your
A
day.
lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. I didn't know
Yes.
that. I didn't know that. And the salty and the sweet, it makes sense. It
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah. So
But
if I get to put my fifth one up there, it'll be some ice. I mean, some French fries.
okay. But does it depend on the type of French fry?
It does depend on the type of French fry. Now, like a good crinkle cut fry, a
Okay.
good steak fry, some Chick Fil A
Mm,
fries.
you lost me with the steak. You lost me
You
with the
don't
steak.
like
Now
the
the
steak?
waffle
Like they got
fries,
to be real good and crispy.
but it be thin on the edges. It be super thin and it's super crispy on the edges. In the middle,
It's a
it's just
little
the
craft, yeah.
middle.
But see, they got to be cooked just right.
Yeah, that's the hard part with steak fries.
Yeah,
You gotta make those just right for that. Okay, but that's a good Mount Rushmore.
some sweet potato fries.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet potato fries, a little caramel with some ice cream. Okay.
Yep.
It sounds diabolical,
But
but
it's
I would
good.
do that. I would do that. I would do that. I'm gonna look for research on sweet potato fries. Ooh, sweet potato fries, caramel, and pecan with ice cream.
That's even better. Get you some crinkle cut
Put
sweet
that
potato
thing.
fries, a good scoop of vanilla ice cream or caramel ice cream on top, maybe butter pecan. There you go.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I'm right there. I wrote it down so I can do it later. Now, another Mount Rushmore. Your Mount Rushmore of ice cream flavors.
Ooh, butter pecan. That is my absolute
Okay.
favorite ice cream. Vanilla brownie
Mm. Okay.
will probably be up there. Black walnut is another one of my favorites.
A sleeper. Okay.
And there is this place in New Orleans. They have a Petitfort ice cream. Oh my gosh, it is delicious.
Mm.
Like wonderful. But I like things with almond too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Pitiful. Just never thought of that. Never thought of that
I
type of
mean
ice
me
cream.
either, but I like brownie sundaes. Those are my favorite. That's like my favorite one of my favorite desserts. So that's why I have
Uh huh.
vanilla brownie. Butter pecan and black walnut is what I grew up eating. So
Right.
it's my it's just natural to me. But when I had that Petitfort, I was like, that is a thing.
Hmm.
So
Okay. I'm gonna look into that one. I'm gonna look into that one. Okay.
yeah.
Since we're speaking of ice cream and you're a brownie ice cream type lady here, how if you like nuts as well, so therefore that makes sense of why you made the vanilla brownie because you are a brownie and ice cream type of girl with a sprinkle of nuts. That makes sense. Things are adding up. Things are adding up over here. Now I don't want to get your secrets out here, but
hmm
for a beginner, if they wanted to make ice cream, what are some tips you can give them?
If you wanted to make ice cream,
For fun, for fun. Let me say for fun.
just for fun, even if it's for fun, because I started making it for fun. It's a difference.
Right.
But I would say that the type of cream matters. Like if you just go to the grocery store, you need to make sure it's like a heavy cream. You need to make sure it's like a full fat milk, so no 2% milk. It's not gonna happen. 2% milk is not gonna get you good creamy ice cream. I would say you always need sugar. So cream, milk, sugar, salt, and whatever
Hmm.
flavor you want to put in there to start. And if you just want to make a basic vanilla, then use a good vanilla. And
Describe
we
a
don't
good
use it.
vanilla.
We don't believe in artificial flavors over here at Kaye. So get you a good pure vanilla.
Okay. Okay. Shameless plug. I feel you. Put that in there. Or no artificial flavoring. I got you. I got you. I didn't. Okay. So hold on. I know there's a science to ice cream as well. So
hmm
is there a limit of how much ice that you need to put into it to make it solidified to make it like
So
that,
you
or is
don't
it
really need to put ice into it. It's how cold
okay?
you can get it. So you can churn
Oh,
it
okay.
based on like the old school, like churner, you needed ice
Yeah.
and salt. But
Right.
it's really just how cold the bowl is that you're putting it in while you're churning it. So
Oh.
like a basic Cuisinart, we freeze the bowl of the ice cream maker, which the inside turns to salt. I mean, the inside of the bowl turns to ice, and then you pour the ice in there, and then it churns. So there's
Okay.
no ice per se that you use.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay. I
unless you
get
want
it.
to go old school, and let me tell you, I'm not over here cranking no ice cream.
That's why. That's what made me remember that because the older ones had the ice cream crank. You just hear
Yes, we not doing all that. That is not happening at Case. I can tell you that right now.
that was an hour-long process. I remember
Mm-hmm.
doing that one time. That's why I didn't want ice cream no more for months after that because
He was like, I quit.
I quit. I'm tired. That's how they make ice cream. I don't want it anymore. It's not for
I
me.
agree. I would have been like that too.
Okay, so you've always been an ice cream fan. So what age did you just turn into an ice cream?
So, interesting story is my entire family eats ice cream. And when I say my entire family, I mean my cousins, my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts. Like, we are ice cream people. If it is a
Mm-hmm.
Sunday and we are all together, there will be ice cream.
Wow. Okay.
So, like, we've eaten ice cream all of my life. I remember going to the country when I was younger to my grandparents' house in Arkansas, and like we would go through the day, we would get ready for bed at night, and before we went to bed every night, we had an ice cream cone, like a little.
Okay.
And they had like ice cream cones back then. I don't even know if they have them now, but they used to have like red, green, blue little sugar cones, and we would
I
get
don't have
just a little
those.
scoop of ice cream on every night, every single night.
I don't think they have those anymore. But that's cool.
I think I randomly saw some one day. I was like, oh, I know they still make them. But we definitely, so I've, like, my family's, I have always eaten ice cream. Like, I can't remember a time we didn't eat ice cream.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you a question of what food reminds you of family. So ice cream is one of them. So
Mm-hmm.
outside of ice cream, is there another food that reminds you of your family?
Barbecue.
That was quick.
That's it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You're about to do something with pork, barbecue, ice cream. I'm thinking, nah, that can't be possible. But barbecue wise, so what else in the barbecue? Is there a particular
I
thing?
think for my family, that's probably the biggest thing. Like, my family likes to barbecue. My dad is a really big griller. So, like, when he does it, it's for a village. We tell him, we were like, who else were you cooking for? Uh, because there's only 4 people in the house at the time, and
He's cooking
so
for 15.
we grill a lot. They grill a lot. I don't know how to grill, but like, if we're a good barbecue reminds me of my family. I think what else? It's not just the food, but like Christmas dinner. My family does really big Christmases.
Oh, okay.
So, and sometimes we switch it up. Sometimes it's non-traditional.
Okay,
Uh,
that's
and
dope.
then I
That's
think
dope.
the last one is fried chicken, because I have one aunt that lived in the country that cooks the best fried chicken you have ever had in your life. And I have never met a person that had her chicken and did not agree. Not one
Okay.
person. Like, even the people that marry into the family that doubt us when we say it, they still agree.
They're gonna learn that day.
They gonna learn that day. And from that day
As I'm
on,
sure. Okay,
yeah.
that's good. So has anybody not liked it that's married into the family?
We've
And
never
what?
had anybody that didn't like it.
Okay. So let me think. So what would happen if somebody didn't like it in the family?
We would talk about them.
I'm just saying, like, people are different. People are different out
I
here.
mean,
But yeah.
it might be somebody that it's not their thing, and that's fine. But we would definitely make fun of them. Just
Okay. I agree. I would definitely make fun of them. Now, I'm gonna bring up a topic that I saw here. Big back. Let me go to my favorite thing, which is Big Back Action News. Let me get my papers ready. All
all
right,
right.
cool. All right.
Let me get rid. Hold on. Okay.
So apparently, according to foodandwine.com,
Hmm.
there's a food trend for oyster ice cream.
Is
Your
that
thoughts on that?
right?
Your thoughts on it? It's not in the stores, but it is a food trend that has been circulating around the foodie sphere. So
Well,
they said oyster ice cream could be
I
the
haven't
next
tried
big
it.
thing.
Haven't tried it. Don't even think I've heard of it. But now I'm gonna have to go look it up. But I can
Yeah.
pretty
So
much promise you it won't be at it won't be there. I don't know, but I'm willing to bet you won't find that on our shelf too quickly. Won't be in the pink pint. It ain't happening.
ooh, that'd be interesting. So wait a minute. So I know you have people that ask you for certain things, right? Certain
Mm,
flavors. With that being said, are there any other flavors that you would say to yourself, no, we will not be putting that in the pink pint?
I haven't gotten anything crazy
Mm, you don't say.
recently. I'm sure there are some things that I would be like, absolutely not. But it's nothing that completely comes to mind, like, straight off. straight off my head. Because I would have said avocado, but I've actually had some good avocado ice cream before.
Don't sound too bad.
I have had Wagyu ice cream before.
Wow.
So, there's not anything that immediately pops in my mind other than the oysters. That's a little different. Ice cream that pops into my mind, and I'm just like, we're not doing that. Not off the top. I'll try. I might give some thought to some things.
Okay. So, what if somebody came up and said, "Hey, have you ever thought of a fried chicken and waffle ice cream?"
It could be possible. I wouldn't totally put it off the table.
Okay.
Because the waffle is the cake consistency. We would have to figure out the chicken flavor. Wow. Yeah, that would be hard.
Ooh.
But you know, it could.
I thought of it.
Could be a thing.
I thought of it. What about you get some chicken skin?
Yeah, some crackles.
Yeah, some cracklings. Yeah. Yeah. See? Chicken and waffle.
The only things you have to figure out how not to make the cracklings
too soggy. Science in this ice cream. Science with ice cream. Okay. Science there. Okay. Learning something.
The waffle wouldn't be a stretch. The chicken would be the stretch.
Right. So when you're pairing some of these ice creams together, you say to yourself, okay, this will work, but this is the problem. Is that like the whole process with it sometimes? Yeah,
so when we make flavors, my goal is if I make a flavor, I want it to taste exactly like what it sounds like. So we make a carrot cake ice cream for the holidays. That ice cream tastes just like carrot cake. So it mimics the flavor of if you sliced a piece of carrot cake, that's what you're eating. And like that's my goal when I make things like I want what you're tasting to mimic the dessert it's supposed to taste like, or just like you know what it is, you can taste the flavor. The other one I would say we make like that is lemon meringue. Lemon meringue pie is one of my favorite desserts. So when we make the lemon meringue ice cream, it tastes just like a lemon meringue pie.
Okay. So, yeah. That's a good one. Now this is something that just popped up in my head thinking about it. It popped up. What would be a Memphis-esque ice cream flavor?
Ooh, Memphis is. It would have to have something smoked.
Okay.
Like a smoky undertone, crunch to it, and
a crunch.
Some kind of crunch. Smoky. And maybe a honey flavor.
It's honey gold.
It's honey gold. So you'll have a honey smoked ice cream with some kind of nuts. And I would have to figure out what the add-in could be like.
Yeah. Something maybe like a pound cake or something.
Yeah, something like a pound cake.
So, honey, smoke. Yeah, like a honey pound cake with some type of nut. I can't think of a nut, but I'll think of one later. I would think of one later, most likely. Now, before we go, I ask this of everybody that comes on the show.
Okay.
What is the one place that's everybody hyped up and you went and you said, nah, it's just okay. So what is your all hype restaurant? It could be in Memphis, it could be San Diego, it could be Antarctica. It doesn't matter.
That's a hard one. All hype and then love it.
Right.
Let me. People are gonna be like, "Really, Kamisha?" Let me think. Let's see. Where? So I am not a big fan of Dixie Queen.
Whoa!
It's just not my cup of tea.
Let me cut this podcast the hell off now. You're not getting me stoned. You're not getting me stoned.
I mean, it's not like it's nothing wrong with it. It's just
you're the first one to put Dixie Queen. That's crazy.
It's just not my cup of tea, though.
Tell the people. Tell the people why. You got to say it. You got to tell them why.
So I don't eat a lot of fried foods. So I feel like it's a lot of fried foods. Well, say I have had their ice cream before with the what's the slush thing? You know what I'm talking
Uh,
about.
it's
But
not the
that's
humdinger.
probably I'm not big on it. I will
Okay.
go if somebody's like, let's go, but like if I'm picking it, I'm not gonna pick it.
So you're not gonna get the food, you're just gonna get the ice cream instead, basically.
I probably would get it, just the ice cream.
Nothing
I
wrong with
mean, that's
that.
the only thing that comes to mind. I can't think of anything that I'm just like, I don't get it. And I'm sure there is something that's one place I don't get. And then I'm sure there's some other places that I don't get the hype around.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're gonna add another one. So I'm I'm gonna give you a particular cuisine and you're gonna see if you can think of one. So since we already spoke on it, fried chicken.
Oh, I don't like Hattie B.
Explain that answer there, ma'am. Explain it.
This is not my favorite.
So you're not a fan of Nashville hot chicken or just Hattie B's?
I'm not a fan of Nashville hot chicken.
Boom. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
like I'm not as a whole. I'm just
Okay.
not like, oh, let me go get some Nashville hot chicken.
Hmm. Okay. So what is it? Is the texture or is it because of the oil or the
It's the
spice or
oil and the
okay.
grease
Yeah, okay. I
and
can
the
understand
hot
that.
sauce and the batter. It's all of it.
Oh, okay. 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 I can understand that. A lot of people don't like Nashville hot chicken. That's why we only have now coming
And
to
the
Hattie
funniest
B's.
thing is when I lived in Nashville, it was not a thing.
Wait, what? It was not. Yeah, it wasn't a thing. Like, cause I
Mm-mm.
was there for a while too. So by the time we left, that's when the ride started to kick up.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. We just get the princess and just went to princess. That was it.
Exactly. Like you just went to Princess to get some chicken. It wasn't like labeled Nashville hot chicken.
It was named hot chicken. It was just called princess.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't called Nashville. You know, it's a
You're
thing
right.
now.
You're right. You're right.
I went to a restaurant in New York and they had Nashville hot chicken on the menu, and I was like, really?
Oh, go to LA and go to Houston. They have a very interesting hot chicken scene in both of them cities.
Okay. Hmm.
They do. And you go
Interesting.
to LA, if you go to LA, they're gonna talk about Highland Rays. It was actually made by a dude from Nashville. So he got an actual Nashville recipe and
Well,
his place is always
always packed.
always packed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main place. But Houston has their own hot chicken too. Scene. So yeah, it's one thing that I've learned from traveling. I'm like, okay, I know about LA's, but then Houston has, and it's like, wow, it's crazy. And
Yeah.
then you have the Memphis barbecue thing, and I'm like, so I get the little picking at people's food at that point, because don't you do this?
Like you can't
And
do it
then they
like
go,
Memphis, so don't even worry
yeah,
about it.
yeah, and I'm just like, okay, this isn't dry. Why is this wet? What are we doing here?
What are we?
What are we doing here?
Somewhere in the middle.
Can't do that.
Just call it
Yeah, I forgot
barbecue.
to. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why is it wet. Like we put our sauce on the side here. We don't unless you ask for a wet, you're gonna get it wet, but it's on the side here.
Don't
So,
get it dry. Yeah. Down, down.
but yeah, yeah, that's how it goes. But man, I can't believe you said Nashville hot chicken. That was yeah. I'm
It's
not
not my thing.
surprised. It's not everybody's thing. It's not everybody's
Not
cup
my
of tea.
thing.
It's definitely not the city of Memphis' cup of tea because there's only two of them here. There about to be two. Yeah. But thank you for joining me here in the Big Bag Lounge. I really do appreciate you. I'm a fan of your ice creams. I get like 2 or 3 of them, and then one be gone by the time it gets to the car, and the other one be gone by 3 days later because I be too lazy. Gotta go to the freezer. I don't want to go. I don't want to walk over there. I want
Well,
to sit
thank
here.
you for always supporting. Like you stop by the shop. We see you at events. You give us shout outs. Like for a small business, that's important. Like the support is really like
Right.
it's important for us. So thank you for this so much. We can always count on you.
You
So
can. You always
to
can.
share and to test out a flavor and be like, not that one.
Nah, yeah.
When I
Because
go
I'll be
make
like,
that
hold on.
oyster,
Nah, you're not going to make that. I'm like, hold on, bucko. Put that
you
away.
don't want to try it.
Nope. Try it on your parents first.
They are the biggest critics. I try
Exactly.
things on them, they'll quickly be like, "No, we're not doing that."
Nah, your dad gonna be like, nope. Throw this away.
Exactly.
I
We
did not
not
waste
doing
my
that one.
prime. And I waste my prime years on this oyster ice cream. I can see that happening.
I, I don't
Shout
know
out to
what's happening there, but not the
yeah,
oyster ice cream. But yeah, so
shout out to Pops.
thank you
Man,
for
that's
your
crazy.
continuous support.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you all for listening and watching on the Tube Zoo. Like I always said, thank you for Kaye for joining us. And like I always tell you guys, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge. Peace.
I